Vijayanagar, the best provided city in the world with enormous magnitude and population. Our knowledge about the Vijayanagar Empire and its capital city comes from different sources such as literary works, land grants, trade records, inscriptions on stones and copper plates, archaeological evidences, and foreign accounts. But most of the information, what we know about Vijayanagar today, comes from the eyewitness accounts of different foreign travelers who visited the courts of Vijayanagar emperors, who were the most powerful Hindu emperors in medieval Bharat. Among all the foreign travelers whose writings have survived the test of time, Abdur Razzak Samarkandi's account is one of the most trusted sources on Vijayanagar history. Because it was he who described the city life of Vijayanagar in details. Visiting in 1443, Abdur Razzak Samarkandi was actually a scholar and ambassador of King SHAH of TIMURID dynasty. This Persian scholar was impressed by Vijayanagar's enormous magnitude and population, as well as its 7 concentric walled fortifications of stone. The city had strong gates, and the guards stand watch with the eye of caution for the slightest thing. Inside the city were orchards, gardens, bazaars, shops, and buildings. Abdur Razzak visited the court of Vijayanagar Emperor DEVARAYA II of SANGAMA dynasty, who had an army of more than 1,000 elephants and 1.1 million men, and who ruled with perfect hegemony. According to Razzak, Vijayanagar Empire during the time of Devaraya II had around 300 ports. The Persian scholar wrote, in all of Hindustan, there was no Raja more autocratic than he, and in whose presence the Brahmins had great status and power. Razzak was hosted in extremely fine quarters. When he met the king, he offered him 5 fine horses and 2 takujas of damask silk and satin. The king Devaraya II was very youthful and charming. He was dressed in a tunic of Jaitani silk and a necklace of lustrous pearls. The king received him graciously and offered him supari and bitter leaf, which was a custom at the time, and it was thought to have amazing benefits for dental health and virility. Razzak was granted a daily ration of 2 sheep, 4 pairs of fowl, 5 mounds of rice, 1 mound of oil, 1 mound of sugar, and 2 gold baraha coins. That was Razzak's daily ration granted by the Vijayanagar Emperor Devaraya II at that time. The king, as observed by Persian scholar, had 700 wives and concubines, because polygamy was a prevalent practice among the Vijayanagar emperors and nobility, as well as among the rich Hindu merchants, traders, administrators, governors, and so on. The king kept strict control over the affairs of each one of his wives and concubines. The male kids could stay with their mothers at harem until they achieved the age of 10. Abdur Razzak also wrote about the personal life of the king in detail. And these details give us an insight about the life of the most powerful Hindu emperor, and perhaps the most powerful than the Islamic rulers of that time. The Vijayanagar emperor was very fond of beautiful women and girls. Abdur Razzak observed, wherever there is a beautiful girl, the king persuades the girl's mother and father and has her brought with much celebration to his personal harem. Thereafter no one could see her, and she was kept with great dignity and honor.